Hello everyone, welcome to today's session which is on the B School rankings for 2020. So in the last few sessions we looked at what the B School rankings are like for 2019, but given that it's been a year and there have been certain changes, so we reanalyzed the B schools that are there in India and we've looked at the ranking for 2020. One of the things, we've only looked at the 2-year programs and the regular MBA programs in the B schools, which means we avoided courses like ISB's 1-year program, we avoided courses like the PGPX Executive MBA course, we avoided things like this is course in ME and HRM, which is similar to an MBA but it's not exactly an MBA program, it's specific to a course which is in HR. So keeping all these things in mind, we've come up with the B School rankings that are purely for a 2-year MBA, regular MBA program. In certain cases, some of the B schools might be having more than one program. For example, they might be having a program in business analytics, they might be having a program in HR and so on. We might give a call outs on each of them separately, but then the main idea is to compare the flagship 2-year MBA program across each of these B schools. So this is a brief about myself. As you all know, I'm a CAT 100 percentiler, and given that, I just wanted to inform all of you that I've started my CAT Plus course, which is batch 1 of the DR Live classes on Unacademy Plus. This is part of the ultimate score boost Unacademy Plus course to give your scores a plus 20-25 marks boost in each of the sections. To be a part of this course, you can use the discount code Nilanjan Dutta while subscribing to the Unacademy Plus CAT subscription. Note, in the Unacademy Plus subscription, the most useful options are the 12 months and the 24 months subscription. So just go to unacademy.com/plus and opt for either 12 month or 24 month subscription. The 12 month will cover you till CAT 2020, which is around 9 months away, and a 24 month subscription will also cover you till the end of the GDPI and the B School admission period for CAT 2020. So either of them, opt for one of them, use the discount code Nilanjan Dutta while subscribing. Note there's no space for the Nilanjan and Dutta in the discount code that you can use while subscribing to Unacademy Plus. Note if you use the discount code, the price will reduce to even below the prices quoted here. This CAT subscription not only includes the DR Live classes, but it also includes the most important batch of CAT, which is starting from March 14th. That is the perfect score batch for CAT 2020. So all of you keep asking me, what do you need to do to get to that perfect score in CAT, the 100 percentile mark? So this is a perfect score batch where sessions will be taken by CAT toppers, 100 percentilers, and top educators on Unacademy Plus. It is not a particular section, but it will be covering all the 3 sections all in one. It's a special batch for all CAT 2020 aspirants. Just remember, you get the special discount while subscribing to this batch. Use the code Nilanjan Dutta. There is no space for Nilanjan and Dutta while subscribing to Unacademy Plus. How do you get a discount code? You select a subscription plan like the 12-month or the 24-month plan. Here in the code section, referral code section, you enter Nilanjan Dutta. There's no space for Nilanjan Dutta in the code. You click on apply. It'll say apply successfully, and then you can check out and you're all good to go. Remember to use the discount code Nilanjan Dutta while subscribing. There's no space for Nilanjan and Dutta in the code. So now what we'll do is we get started one by one with the B School rankings for 2020. All those who are watching this session live, you all can ask your queries regarding any of the B schools using the live chat window. For those who are watching it as a recording, no issues, you can share your comments in the feedback in the comment section. So those who are watching it as a recording, just make sure that you're adding your comments in the comment section, as well as please make sure that all of you are sharing this video with each and every aspirant CAT aspirant, MBA aspirant, B school students, B school alumni, everybody, please start sharing this video with everybody so everybody's aware of the latest B school rankings for 2020. So kindly request everybody to use the share button. So let's start with rank 1 of the B schools, and rank 1 is no surprise, that is IIM Ahmedabad. So IIM A is one of the dream B schools for every student, so that is why that definitely makes it to rank 1. Rank 2 is again similar, IIM Bangalore. Rank 3 is IIM Calcutta. So when we talk of A, B, C, all three of them are almost equally good, but still the sequence would be A slightly better than B, slightly better than C. In between B and C, you can also look at choosing your B school based on location preference. What do I mean location preference? For example, if you're from East India, you might prefer C over B. If you're from South India, you might prefer B over A and C, and so on. It's perfectly fine to go for any of the three because almost the opportunities in the three campuses are kind of similar. People sometimes do talk about the fact that consulting is maybe better in Bangalore and Ahmedabad, finance is slightly better in Calcutta. It doesn't really matter, the opportunities wise, it is more or less similar across each of them. It's after rank 3, and the reason why these three institutes are separated from the others is because they have access to some top companies, especially in the investment banking space and in the strategy consulting space, which are very few in number in all the other B schools in India. So after the first 3 ranks, the next 3 is again going to be a very close battle. That is IIM Lucknow in 4, XLRI in 5, and FMS in 6. Now here I make a disclaimer. There are some students for whom affording a 20 lakh MBA fees is impossible. In such cases, you can put FMS Delhi to be straight up there at number 4. But that is in case you cannot afford the fees at all. If you can afford the fees, I would rather say going for Lucknow, then XLRI, then FMS would make sense. Why? Because of the fact that you have the B school network is much more stronger in an IIM Lucknow or in an XLRI because of the fact that the batch stays together inside the campus. If you want a chilled out life during your MBA, then preferably go to either XL or FMS. Stay away from IIM Lucknow because IIM Lucknow out of these 3 is not going to be a chilled out campus to be in. Having said that, if you have a good profile and you are ready to put in an effort and struggle for some good roles post MBA, then definitely IIM Lucknow is your best bet out of these 3. Now, even though we are comparing 2-year programs, a lot of you have this question on what about ISB, the 1-year program? I would say ISB is a good program only if you believe that affording it is not an issue, given that the fees have increased drastically over the last few years. If you believe that you can afford the ISB 1-year program, it's very good. But the challenge there is you cannot change your discipline much, which is the benefit that a 2-year MBA program gives. So always I would say prefer a 2-year MBA program unless you have 4 years plus experience, in which case a 1-year MBA program would be more wise. So rank 6 is FMS Delhi. Rank 7 would be IIM Kozhikode, which has been one of the most upcoming IIMs in the recent years, and definitely has leapfrogged rank 8, which is IIM Indore. So Indore has seen a bit of a struggle because of the batch size issue, which Kozhikode has tackled much better. But do not worry about a batch size too much because it's still among the top 6 old IIMs, which means any kind of opportunities later on after passing out, you will still be clubbed as one of the top 6 old IIM, and that is something which you'll be carrying forward for the next 20 years of your life. So remember, look at MBA as not a 1 year program, but what 1 year or 2 year course. Look at MBA as something that will be carrying for the next 20 years. Even if there's a bit of a struggle because the batch size, the initial placements, remember this, that because if you have a batch size which is higher, you'll end up having more and more alumni in different companies, which means later on when you want to switch, it'll be easier to get hold of alumni in different companies. So IIM Indore, definitely a very good bet. Also, when I put XRI in rank 5 ahead of FMS, one of the more reasons was that XRI had an access to the HR network, who basically are the deciding factor as far as who to hire, which campuses to go to, as well as it's easier if you have good networking with HR, it automatically increases your ability to switch companies later on as well, which is why XRI is just ahead of FMS. The only reason why IIM Lucknow is slightly ahead of XRI is because of the IIM tag factor that IIM Lucknow possesses. The rest of the rank top 10 is done by SP Jain in rank 9 and IFT in rank 10. So they would constitute the top 10 B schools in India. SP Jain has a bit of a problem in the fact that you need to choose your specialization at the start, whereas other institutes give you an option of doing the first year completely and then at the end of the first year looking at which specialization you want to opt for. IFT, another very good institute. It's got some very good roles, including some international placements every year coming up in IFT, which is what makes it a very attractive college to be a part of. Especially those of you interested in trade-related roles, international roles, finance roles, it's a very good campus to be in. So now that we are done with the top 10, anybody has any questions on the top 10 B schools that we've looked at in India before we move forward with the rankings? So NL Dalmia is an average college, which depends on your percentile range card take. If you believe that you can give CAT again and get a better college, then you can try. Otherwise, NL Dalmia is an okayish college to be in. Swapnil, how is V School? V School it's relatively new, so new and through the MBA CAT, and also I would say it's not that great compared to the B School that we are discussing today. But if you're desperate to join that, it's an okayish option if you believe that you cannot get a 95 in CAT next year. If you believe you can give CAT again and get a 95 next year, then please try and do that. So any questions? Anybody on the top 10 B schools in India? So all of you who are aiming for the top 10 B schools, make sure that you're being part of the Perfect Score batch for CAT 2020. Why? Because this is the batch that will help you move towards your top 10 B school dreams. So make sure that all of you are using the discount code Nilanjan Dutta while subscribing to Unacademy Plus. There's no space in Nilanjan and Dutta in the discount code, and you're being part of this batch. This batch starts on March 14th. So make sure you're enrolling way before March 14th. All of you have subscribed to the Unacademy Plus CAT subscription for a 12-month or a 24-month subscription duration. All of you have any queries on the Unacademy Plus CAT subscription, or any queries, or want to be part of the CAT discussion groups with me, a CAT 100 percentiler, you can ping me at this number so you can add you to the discussion groups. So all of you want to be part of the discussion groups for CAT 2020, make sure you're pinging me at this number so I can add you to the groups, as well as we can discuss about the Unacademy Plus CAT subscription. So just make sure that once you subscribe to a 12-month or a 24-month subscription, you're pinging me at this number so I can add you to the respective course page as well. Do not forget to use the discount code Nilanjan Dutta while subscribing. Let's move on to the ranks 11 to 20. Rank 11 would be very close to the one which was in the last in the rank 10, that is IFT. Very close to IFT is MDI Gurgaon. Almost similar B schools. Maybe MDI is slightly better for marketing and other roles, but IFT stands because of the international placements opportunities are slightly more in IFT compared to an MDI. That both these colleges give you a fabulous opportunity to be in a good location at the same time, get some good opportunities for placements, and they are not too choosy about your past profile. Rank 12 is JBIMS, not a very popular B school across India, but it's very popular in Maharashtra, and it's a very good B school for those of you who are targeting a finance career, especially in Mumbai. If you're targeting finance career in Mumbai, this is the B school that you should be looking at. Rank 13 is IIT Bombay. So IIT Bombay's MBA program is the best among all the IITs that are there. Close to IIT Bombay is NITI Mumbai, which is both of which rank 13 and 14 are very good for all of you who are looking for supply chain roles. Those of you who want to make a career in supply chain and operations, these are the two B schools that you can target. Both of them are very good for such things. Along with that, IIT Bombay is also good for product manager roles. Having said that, I would say that if you are looking at a career in finance or marketing, it's best that you avoid both IIT Bombay as well as NITI Mumbai. Again, NITI Mumbai is the best place to be in the country for supply chain and ops. Rank 15 is NMIMS Mumbai. People do talk about the fact that it's slightly costly, but at the same time, you've got to look at it the fact that the batch size is also high, but the good thing is it's a very good B school brand to be a part of. Every year there'll be some people who cracked some very good companies from NMIMS Mumbai. So taking NM and taking the NMAT exam seriously is very, very important for all of you. Rank 16 would be the 7th IIM, that is IIM Shillong. So IIM Shillong does have a location disadvantage, but then it's coming up as one of the good IIMs again, and soon it could be clubbed as one of the old IIMs at old 7 instead of old 6. Despite location disadvantage, they have the video systems in place to ensure that there are a lot of these campus recruitments happening over video forums. So they ensure that it's not affecting too much. Also, those of you who want a very picturesque view during your MBA days, IIM Shillong is one of the places to be in. At rank 17, we have SIBM Pune. So SIBM Pune is the best institute you can afford within the SNAP exam. The SNAP exam, the leading institute in the Symbiosis group is SIBM Pune. Rank 18 would be IIM Ranchi. So IIM Ranchi starts the leg of the new IIM. So in rank 18, 19, 20, all of them are 3 new IIMs. That is IIM Ranchi, IIM Raipur, IIM Trichy. And among the new IIM, new 6 IIMs that started around the 2010 to 15 mark, these are the 3 good ones: IIM Ranchi, Raipur, and Trichy. Ranchi also has an HR program. So HR program is something which you can take only if you are generally interested in HR. The other thing is, in and around this 18 to 20 mark, for those of you who are genuinely interested in HR, you can also look at a program which is the TIS program. It's not an MBA program exactly, but it's an MA in HR program which is very good as well. But that is specific to those who are only interested in HR. It's not relevant for the other MBA disciplines. So now that we're done with the top 20 B schools, anybody have any questions on the top 20 B schools in India? Anybody any questions on the top 20 B schools in India? All of you are aiming for the top 20 B schools in India. Make sure that you're being part of the Perfect Score batch for CAT 2020. That will help you get one step closer towards your 100 percentile dreams. So this batch is intended to get all of you the chance to get mentored by CAT toppers, 100 percentilers, and the topmost educators in Unacademy Plus, not just for one section but across the 3 sections to give your scores a plus 20-25 marks boost across each section, which can be the difference between scoring a 75 and a 99.9 plus percentile. So do make sure all of you are being part of the special batch. To be a part of this batch, you need to use the discount code Nilanjan Dutta while subscribing. Once you've subscribed, you can share your subscription screenshot with me at this number so we can add you to the group where you'll be getting discussions on a Perfect Score batch, as well as you'll be getting the alerts whenever there is a plus class or a special class where we are discussing mocks, questions, or anything else. So do make sure that all of you, once you subscribe, or if you're thinking of subscription and have any queries, you're pinging me at this number to discuss on the CAT subscription. For all the others who are serious about CAT 2020 and want to be mentored by CAT 100 percentilers, ping here at this number should you added to the list. Whenever there's a session coming up on my Unacademy channel, you automatically get notified. So let's move on to rank 20 to 1 to 30. So rank 21 would be IIT Delhi Department of Management Studies. So among the IITs, the rank would be IIT Bombay, followed by Delhi, followed by Kharagpur. So IIT Delhi is again not so good for finance and marketing, but if you look for any of the engineering-based disciplines like product manager, consulting, supply chain and operations roles, for each of these 3, it is a very good campus. Finance marketing, not quite. So if you're from non-engineering background, it's better to avoid all the IITs. Those from engineering backgrounds with 2-3 years of experience, it's a very good place to be in. Next after IIT Delhi comes in XIMB Bhubaneswar. So XIMB Bhubaneswar, it got changed the name to XUB in the recent times, but this is a very good college in East India, especially for those of you who have Orissa domicile. It is probably one of the dream colleges to get into. XIMB has a balance of disciplines. It's good for a lot of disciplines, plus it has this rotation of faculty sometimes with Accelerate, so definitely get access to some very good faculties in XIMB Bhubaneswar. Rank 23 would be again going back to the new IIMs, that is starting with IIM Udaipur. Rank 24 would be IIM Rohtak, and rank 25 would be FCH MRD. FCH MRD is the other college via SNAP among the top 2 colleges, IBM Pune, which we looked at earlier, and FCH MRD. FCH is really good for roles like marketing and HR. Not so much if you're looking at finance. Looking at finance, you better just stick to one of the new IIMs. Rank 26 would be IIT Kharagpur, again similar to IIT Delhi, good for any of the tech roles, product manager roles, project management roles, supply chain operations roles, but not so good for finance and marketing. Those of you from non-engineering backgrounds, it's better to avoid any of the IITs. It's decent for consulting as well. Moving on to rank 27, you have IIM Kashipur. So when we talk of IIM Kashipur, among the new IIMs, possibly the one with the most location disadvantage, whether branding wise, it's not been doing as well as the others in the other 5 in the 6 new IIMs that came up in a 10 to 15 period. Having said that, it's still been quite a few years and it's definitely better than any of the next set of IIMs which came up in 2000 in the last 3-4 years. Definitely better than those. So I would say, if try and look for the others in the cap calls first, institutes like Ranchi, Raipur, Trichy, Udaipur, Rohtak. If you're not making any of them, then IIM Kashipur can be a handy option. Rank 28, Mika. So Mika has those courses in strategic management, branding and so on, which are very interesting courses, and the kind of opportunities and the image that Mika have in the corporate world is very interesting, because they give you some very good marketing, storyboarding roles which showcase your creativity to a lot of extent. So if you believe you're a creative person, then Mika is the college where you should be looking at. 29 and 30 are very close to each other. IIMI Delhi and IIMT Ghaziabad. IIMT Ghaziabad has a higher batch size, and because of which the brand is a little more known. Having said that, both of them are kind of close. IIMI Delhi, because of the lower batch size, it has a better placements than IIMT Ghaziabad. IIMI Delhi is better for certain roles like finance and so on. IIMT is better for certain roles like marketing and so on. So that is a broad classification between IIMI and IIMT. But both of them are pretty similar. You can go to any one of them. If you want a lower batch size, go to IIMI. If you are comfortable with a higher batch size but a little more networking, then IIMT Ghaziabad is the place to be in. So with that, we come to the end of the top 30 B schools. So a reminder alert on a perfect score batch, which is starting from March 14th. So do make sure of using the discount code Nilanjan Dutta, subscribing to Unacademy Plus to be a part of this batch. Moving even further, if you look at rank 31, you have Sydenham, which is again a Maharashtra based college and a decent option for those of you who are from Mumbai or from the Maharashtra region. Rank 32 and 33 are two colleges which are very good colleges. If you can get it this year, I would say it's not even required to try for CAT next year. That is Jim and Tapmi. So these are two very good colleges in this range. Just after IIMT IIMI, I would say Jim and Tapmi. They give you a lot of opportunities. Jim also has an achievers round where based on your profile you can get a call. Both of them have some good placements, and they're diverse. Like it's not just one particular area, it's across all the areas. They have some good roles that are coming up. So you can definitely try either of these to B school, Jim and Tapmi. 34 and 35 are two IITs again, IIT Madras and IIT Roorkee. Both of them are okay colleges. If you really have an engineering background with 2-3 years of experience, generally it makes sense to go there. Otherwise, it's a best avoid place. As I said, just like all the IITs, it's good only if you have looking for an ops role or a supply chain role or a product manager role and so on. So after that, the next set of things that you can look at is the latest set of new IIMs. So it includes IIMs like IIM Amritsar, IIM Bodh Gaya, Nagpur, Visakhapatnam, Sirmaur, and so on. So these are the other new IIMs that are there. So probably you can look at these as the next set just after these 35, because at the end of the day, even though they are classified sometimes as baby IIMs right now, but then in the next few years they could grow into a potent set of IIMs that a lot of people would be aspiring to be part of, and that time you'll still be regarded as an alumni of that B school. Suppose you can look at the next set of 6 IIMs that are remaining, 6 or 7 IIMs that are remaining. So having said that, we've looked at more or less 35 plus another 6 and around 40 B schools in India. So we are done with the top 40 plus B schools in India. So anybody has any other questions on the B school, because this is where we'll be wrapping up today's session on the top B schools in India. So anybody have any questions thus far on any other B schools? Great then, gentle reminder, the Unacademy plus CAT plus course for DLR is going on. The next class is on 3rd March, that is Tuesday at 10 p.m. So to be a part of that class, make sure all of you are subscribing to the Unacademy plus CAT subscription before 3rd March, Tuesday, 10 p.m. So this is how you go and subscribe. You select either 12-month subscription plan or the 24-month subscription plan and use the discount code Nilanjan Dutta while subscribing. Remember, there's no space for the Nilanjan and Dutta in the discount code you're using. If you're using that code, the price will reduce even below the prices that are mentioned here. So this is a unique discount code you can use. So use the discount code Nilanjan Dutta while subscribing. To discuss anything Unacademy Plus subscription, you can ping me at this number so you can guide you on a subscription, as well as once you subscribe, you can ping me with your enrollment screenshot so you can add you to the Perfect Score batch for CAT 2020, which is starting from March 14th. Also, those of you who want to be part of any CAT 2020 mentoring sessions, as well as all the stream of live class to get notifications, ping me at this number so you're added to the group or the DL. So this is a special batch alert time from March 14th. We'll be covering all the 3 sections and get mentored by CAT toppers, 100% Thailand and top educated in Unacademy Plus. To get the special discount, use the code Nilanjan Dutta with no space for Nilanjan and Dutta while subscribing to Unacademy Plus. With one subscription, I'll give you access to the DR live classes as well as the Perfect Score batch that is for all the 3 sections in CAT. So how do you get the discount code? Choose the 12-month or the 24-month subscription plan. Here in the referral code section, you enter the code Nilanjan Dutta while subscribing. Click on apply. It'll say apply successfully, and then you can check out. Use the code Nilanjan Dutta while subscribing to Unacademy Plus. So on that note, on behalf of myself and as well as team at Unacademy, all the very best, and I hope all of you will please do share the video with all your friends and fellow aspirants, and those of you them who are in B schools currently as well. On that note, thank you everybody and happy learning.